Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Jean Borneau. I'm the CEO and founder of 1787 FP. I am very excited to be here with you today and walk you through our journey, how we got started, and I wanted to also be able to demo our app that we're working on right now. I began my career working at some of the premier financial services firms over the last 15 years. I've had the good fortune to work at Merrill Lynch and at Morgan Stanley. And during that time, I was able to learn the wealth management business inside and out. And one of the things that I noticed when I worked at these firms is that they really focused on working on wealthy clients. And one of the things that I noticed is that some of my best clients actually did not qualify for the minimums that these firms had. $1 million. This was the starting target that these firms went after. And a client would need to have this or more for them to be considered a good client. Now, there were some secrets that I found out in working there. And those secrets really entailed the processes that was available to the premier clients. One, they had access to the best financial advisors, tax advisors. Two, they had access to some of the best money managers to manage the sleeves of their asset allocation, whether that be large companies or small companies or fixed income money managers. And also they had access to very good processes to be able to manage your investments in steps, as far as step 1, 2, 3, and 4. And at the Darden School of Business at University of Virginia, I really started working on this idea, finding out how can I bring these same tools and secrets to the masses. And that's where I started off with 1787 FP. At 1787 FP, what we really wanted to do is to create a company that would be able to democratize financial planning and investments. When we first roll out, it's going to come out first to the consumer, and eventually down the road, after we've been able to really secure that, rolling out to the enterprise. As far as our technology stack, for iOS, we would just be using Swift, and for Android, Java. The server that we're using is MySQL, and we're using Microsoft Azure as far as our cloud hosting services. For our security, we wanted to attempt to be able to offer bank-level security, so we're using a two-step verification for our mobile applications, and on the web-based version, SSL 256-bit. And at 1787, what we're introducing is the world's first social wealth management platform, or dashboard. We offer 3 powerful tools that fit in your pocket. 1, a tool to be able to track your finances. 2, a tool to be able to manage your investments. And 3, an ability to be able to make mobile payments or have a smart wallet. Today, we're only going to go through one of those tools, which is the tracking the finances portion. I want you to meet Jessica C. Jessica is an ideal client that would probably find the 1787 FP platform pretty favorable. She's 28 years old. She lives not too far away from here in San Francisco. She's an engineer at Airbnb. She has a math and computer science degree from the University of Virginia, and she also has a master's in computer science from Brown University. So let me walk you through what the app would look like. And I'm going to transition over here, okay, to the mobile part. So here on the social part, we are going to have a client profile built in. So some of the normal questions that you would have as far as the age, your occupation, and at the bottom of here, you see that she has a net worth of $54,000. When we break into the account, we see the balance again at that $54,792, broken up between a couple of various accounts, starting off on top with Charles Schwab, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Chase, Citi, and then a couple of credit cards that she has. If we click on one of these, for example, the Charles Schwab, we're going to be able to track all of her transactions. So we can either do all of the transactional history, break it down by 5 year, 1 year, 6 months, 3 months, 1 month. One of the things that we found out in the summer, why this was important, we found out on average, people were going to more than 7 websites to track their financial accounts. This was pretty frustrating, very time consuming, and you needed to have a very good calculator or you're really good at cranking out worksheets to be able to track your finances. We thought there had to be a better way. When we take a look at the Wells Fargo account, we'd get that same type of data as far as all the transactions. So if a client were not using this app, they would be logging into all these websites and either taking screenshots, printing them off to be able to capture all this information. Same thing with Bank of America. The other part that we're adding in is a bill payment function. And here we're looking at the month of October, starting off at looking at October the 1st. If we click on the 1st, we'll be able to take a look at the bills that are due. There's a Oxford Health, and the amount is $104.81. And if we were to click on it, we have the ability to be able to make a payment for that bill. So if you click on Make Payment, this will now go in the queue to be able to make your payments on it. If we look at the 3rd, we see the 2 pending bills that are coming up, and if we go through that same exercise and we click on one of these, you have the ability to be able to make a payment, and now that goes into the queue. And I was talking to a couple of people that are here as well, and we've actually received some of our best feedback from working with our users. So one of the things that you might notice is this is color coordinated. So the red means that it's something that's urgent, you need to address today. Yellow means it's more than 7 days. Green means it's about 20 plus days out. So you can take a quick glance to take a look at what your bills are and when they're coming due. And then we also have some budgeting tools. So Jessica has a goal to be able to travel with her friends. She has a trip that's planned to Europe, and she figured that it's going to cost her about $1,400 for this particular trip. So if we were to click on that, we'll see that the goal is $1,400. She'd like to take a trip like this every 6 months. And what this will do is take the $1,400 every 6 months, or $2,800 for the year, divided by 12, and then we'll be able to take a look at how we're tracking towards meeting that goal. And if we're off track, we can take a look at what we need to do to get back on track. So that's a highlight of the mobile application. As far as development, right now we're taking signups for our beta. We have a controlled beta that's going on right now. We are targeting a December release date for the app. And one of the things that we really wanted to do at 1787 FP is we wanted to help more people become financially independent and save more. And what we found, and what I found in working with clients over the last 15 years, is that when people are financially independent and they can save more, they worry less about money. And when people worry less about money, they can allocate their human and financial capital to improving the world. At 1787 FP, our aspiration is to be a global premier financial services firm that improves the world through finances, entrepreneurship, and technology. I'd like to thank you for your time today. My name is Jean Bourneau. I'm the CEO of 1787 FP. We're going to be out here in the hallway afterwards. I'd love to hear your stories and see what you're working on. Thank you very much.